Well, the Super Mario Brothers made like $1.3 billion. We got a new one coming, the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy. We got a live action Legend of Zelda movie coming in 2027.
Which I'm excited about.
Dude, listen. I withhold a lot of judgment until I see the first concepts and the trailers and everything, but I think the potential, the upside of a live action Legend of Zelda is very high. But lest you think that's it as far as Nintendo and getting involved in movies goes, it ain't. Because in an investor's presentation, in a shareholder's presentation, they laid out this. 2023 Mario Brothers, 2026 Mario Galaxy, 2027 Zelda, and two more with question marks. And they've come out and said, we are now in the movie business and we're going to put out a consistent cadence of movies moving forward. This comes to us from Nintendo Life. They wrote the following. If you're wondering if the plan is beyond this, Legend of Zelda, the company's latest financial briefing now has teased that there's even more on the way with a simple graphic. The aim is to build a framework for a quote-unquote consistent release cadence. Their representative said, following up on the release of Super Mario Bros. Movie in 2023, we have the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie scheduled for release in 2026 and the live-action movie of The Legend of Zelda planned for 2027. We are continuing to prepare for the ongoing release of movies in the future. And again, they, in another part of the thing, they quoted a consistent release cadence. Nintendo didn't just do Mario Brothers. They are now saying, we are in the movie business. And by the way, they were very quick to point out in this same presentation, we are not just licensing our IP out. We are heavily involved in the financing and producing of these movies as well. They're a hands-on company.
As they should be.
And it worked pretty well for them with Super Mario Brothers. We'll see how well it does for Super Mario Galaxy, how it does for Legend of Zelda. So there's two real things here that are interesting to talk about. Number one is Nintendo now saying one single $1.3 billion film was enough to convince us we're in the movie business now. I respect that. I understand that. I agree with that. You might want to see how Galaxy and Legend of Zelda goes, particularly dipping their toe into live action, because they've dipped their toe into live action once before, and that didn't work out so well.
Man, it was the Predator Badlands situation. I mean, it was a great movie, and just nobody turned out.
Oh, yeah, that was the problem with it. Yes, it was just that nobody turned out for it. Man, that movie was so epically bad, that Mario Brothers movie. What year did that come out? Like 80?
89 or 90? Let me look it up.
It might have been 91 or 2 or 3.
So bad. So that's fascinating to me. Here's the problem, though.
93.
93. Oh, that was way later than I thought. Here's the problem. And we've discussed this before. It's one thing for a Mario Brothers movie to come out and do $1.3 billion. I'm even good with Legend of Zelda. That's the next closest thing.
Mm.
But unlike, say, a PS5 catalog, a PlayStation catalog, which developed its own studio, where you have multiple IP and like classic IP titles and all that kind of stuff that you can build a lot of different stuff around. When you think Nintendo, you think Mario Brothers. That may be fair or unfair, but it is what it is. And there is only one Mario Brothers that they have. Now you can say, oh, John, they have Kirby. Oh, John, they have... None of that has the multi-generational impact, effect, and fan base and following and long-term success of Mario Brothers. And I just don't know that Nintendo has the catalog of beloved, widely embraced IP, like the Mario Brothers IP is, that they can sustain an ongoing catalog. So, for example, when we go back and look at this graphic here, the two big question marks. Rob, I have next to no doubt one of those two is another Mario Brothers movie.
Right, sure.
I have no doubt. I have zero doubt that one of those is another Mario Brothers, because that's, I mean, look, 6 out of every 7 games Nintendo releases is a Mario Brothers game. Obviously, I'm being hyperbolic, but it makes the point. And I kind of suspect that maybe the other one is Donkey Kong, because they just put out that big, what's it called, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Ann and I got it. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun game. And they already introduced the Donkey Kong character. So I'm thinking these two might be that. Somebody in the live chat is saying GoldenEye. Nintendo does not have the rights to make a James Bond movie. Sorry, they don't. So it's another Mario Brothers movie. Donkey Kong. Maybe Luigi's Mansion, Haunted Mansion. Anne loves that game. That's a fun one too. But I just don't see a lot more beyond that. Listen, though, I applaud for them looking to try to spread their wings, dip their feet a little more deep, see if they can have more success, and we'll see where things go. Anyway, Rob, are you surprised to hear about Nintendo saying, hey, we're in the movie business now, and that they have announced that they're going to have a regular, consistent cadence of releases, and they've already got apparently 2 more on the slate. What do you think about it, and what do you think these 2 movies are?
I mean, they came out of the gate and made $1 billion.
1.3 billion.
You have to look at that and go, okay, well, and you've got, I was watching this guy. There's some not viral video, but there's some video on Instagram of some company is selling the N64, and you could buy it like refurbished N64 in games, and the guy says, I'll throw in a Zelda Ocarina of Time for you, and I was like, wow, when I got my N64, I bought it specifically to play Shadows of the Empire, but I also played Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was thinking, what other, of course they're going to do this. But like you, I was just going to Google what other franchises does Nintendo have. I mean, hell, make it like the Lego movie, and they can go to Disney and go, why don't we team up and make a Shadows of the Empire animated film?
Well, if they want to get into the licensing game, they've got Super Smash Brothers,
right?
Which is like you know what I mean? But you'd have to license a lot.
But I think
that's a lot of licensing. I don't think they're in a position for it.
I think if the Legend of Zelda movie does well, you could do a trilogy of those films. That's going to be the same kind of thing. Like
that,
you're
right. That could be its own franchise.
Yeah. And you could go back because they've already got various eras of Zelda too, and they've got those stories laid out. And the same thing, like you said, I think you're absolutely right. Donkey Kong movie, Mario Brothers, that universe, they could expand it out. I mean, you could do an F1 Mario Kart movie.
Yeah.
Where you bring in all those characters and they have the fierce rivalry on the track, and you make it a whole thing. I mean, there's ways you could exploit that for years to come. So I don't know what their deep catalog of characters that they own actually is, but the Mario universe and the Zelda universe seems to be pretty expandable. So I think it makes sense. The key is to maintain creative control so they don't allow what happened with the first Mario movie to happen.
Yes, I don't know that they have creative control.
Well, if they're going to finance, how much money they're going to
input. They're definitely going to have it. But if they continue to work, what was the animation studio they worked with to make Super Mario Brothers again?
I don't remember.
It wasn't Illumination, was it?
Let me look it up.
I can't remember now. Guys in the live chat, help us out. I don't. It might have been Illumination. No, the guys in the live chat are saying, it was Illumination.
Okay.
Because Illumination is not just going to go, oh yeah, you just have all creative control for the movie we made.
No, right? but I don't
have input.
They have input. I mean, look, it's got to be a collaborative effort, and I think that Illumination wants input from the franchise owners because they're not stupid. They keep making their own banger games. So it's got to be, and I think that they're open to that because they made $1 billion.
But when you think about it, I guess on the one hand, let's just say Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Luigi's Haunted Mansion. Those are just 3 titles that you could make 3 or 4 movies out of by themselves. I mean, that could be enough to fill your movie slate for the next 10 years or more. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Nintendo is now saying, hey, folks, we're in the movie business now, and we intend to stay in the movie business, and we are going to put out a regular cadence of releases. What do you think those films could be? Do you think they can enjoy the same success that Super Mario Brothers had? I have my doubts. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.